Hello, guys. Good afternoon. So, how are you? My dear friends, today we are continuing with the 1000 most important questions for UPSC Civil Services 2021. My dear friends, this is the part 60 of this thing. So, the modus operandi of this class, my dear friends, will be that I will be showing you a question and I will be giving you around a minute to solve that question and answer me in the comment box. And my dear friends, after that, I will discuss that question in detail. So without further ado, let's start this class. So the first question coming your way is this. Please do it, my dear friends. So guys, without further ado, let's discuss this question once in for all. Fine. So my dear friends, this question basically states, it asks you about RED plus strategy, REDD plus strategy to combat increasing carbon emissions from deforestation and forest degradation. So the statement one is it has been prepared by the Indian Council of Forestry Research and Education, Dehradun. Yes, my dear friends, for India, it is. It is a collaborative program for International Monetary Fund. Yes, my dear friends, this is not. It is basically first time was created by United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, UNFCCC, in 2005, not UNDP. So 2 is wrong. It gives emphasis to the activities that will help in sustainable livelihood of local communities and also in conservation of biodiversity. Yes, this is a very open-ended statement. Hence, the answer will be C, 1 and 3 only. Okay, this is the RED Plus program, as you can see. Now, next question coming your way is this, a very important question related to the current affairs. Please read the question and answer. So, guys, this question basically asks you that which of the following states has taken an initiative to transfer 12 leopards to a private rescue and rehabilitation center? It is none other than Gujarat. As you can see, my dear friends, answer is A. This is the news where 12 leopards from Sakkar Bog Zoological Park in Junagadh has been transferred to a private rehabilitation center in Jamnagar district. Now, these leopards, they came in conflict with man and hence they have to be transferred. Fine. So this was this. Okay, let's move to the next question. Very important. Please read this question properly and answer it to me correctly. Okay, my dear friends, let's discuss this question once in for all. Fine. In which of the following places the first eco bridges for smaller mammals and reptiles have been built? It is Ramnagar, Nainital, my dear friends. A is the answer in Uttarakhand. As you can see, a eco bridge was built first time in Uttarakhand. A 5 feet wide bridge has been built and 19 feet, 90 feet long. Can you see this thing? And it is a recent news, 1st December 2020, as you can see. Fine. Okay. Next question. Please do read it properly and answer it to me, please. Okay, guys, let's discuss this question once and for all. From Anaikatti hills of Tamil Nadu, a new species has been found known as Bhupathi. This species is what in Tamil Nadu is a snake. As you can see, this is also in current affairs. A new species of snake has been found. As you can see, this is the snake only found in Tamil Nadu in Anaikatti hills. Fine. Okay, next question. Please do this question, guys. Okay, guys, let's discuss this question once and for all. So, my dear friends, this question basically asks about, as per the data released by Greenpeace, SO2 has, India has been the largest emitter of SO2. What is the reason in India? Guys, it is the burning of coal. Yes, coal contains some traces of sulfur, and coal burning, it produces huge amounts of SO2. Very good. Okay. Next question, guys. Let's look at this question, a very important question. Please try to answer me correctly. Okay. So this question, guys, basically asks you about DNA profiling, DNA database of which animal has been undertaken by Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. It is Indian rhino. It was in news, as you can see, last year, where DNA database coming up from Indian rhino, as you can see from the Hindu newspaper. Okay, next question, very important question. Please try to do this question perfectly. Okay, let's discuss this question, guys, once in for all. Two different species cannot live for long duration in a same niche. This concept is explained by competitive exclusion principle. My dear friends, according to this law, if there are two species which are of same niche, it means they have same functionality. For example, a lion and a tiger, they cannot coexist, my dear friends, indefinitely. One species will overpower another and one species is bound to extinct. Yes, answer will be D. Very good. Next question coming your way. Please try to answer this question properly. Okay, let's discuss this question. A non-point pollution source of a river water involves discharge of pollutant through sea. Urban sewage drains, they are nalas through which the pollution is coming. So it is a point source. Industrial effluent, they are also coming from a nala or a point like an industry. So they are also a point source. But agricultural fields, they are quite large. The pollutant is coming from, a big area. Hence, the answer will be C. Fine, answer will be C. Okay. Next question, very important question. Question number 9. Please take your time. Okay, which of the following pairs are correctly matched? Minamata Convention is for mercury. Stockholm Convention is for hazardous chemicals and pesticides. Basel Convention is for lead, according to this thing, this question. Answer is basically A. Only one is given correct. Minamata is a place in Japan where mercury poisoning has happened and has affected many peoples. Now, Stockholm Convention, as you can see, my dear friends, is for persistent organic pollutant, not, my dear friends, for hazardous chemical and pesticides. Whereas, my dear friends, here you can see this Basel Convention, it happened here, and this convention, my dear friends, is for this hazardous chemicals. Fine. So this is wrong. This is wrong. Answer will be only one. That is A. Clear? Okay. Last question of the day, guys, coming your way. Please try to answer this question correctly. Consider the following statement regarding the microclimatic zone shifting. The major reasons identified for the microclimatic zone shifting are disappearing wetlands, change in the land use pattern, and encroachment on natural ecosystem. Very generic statement. It will be right. The urban heat island traps heat locally and is a major cause of microclimatic zone shifting. Yes, this is also right. Now, Delhi is around 1 to 2 degree warmer than the surrounding areas like Meerut or let's say Rewari in Haryana or Meerut in UP. Fine. It is. So both of them are correct. My dear friends, answer is C. Very, very, very good. Fine. Now, my dear friends, we are launching a Grade Up National Scholarship Test for you. This test will be on 29th January. So please do register for this test in the comment box, in the description box. Guys, you are eligible if you give this test to win scholarships of, my dear friends, up to, a pool of up to 50 lakhs. Here, guys, as you can see, we have launched a UPSC IAS 2021, a comprehensive course for prelims in English, where you will get 2 classes each day, and only 3 hours will be, in the classes. Now, other than that, 6 to 8 hours can be dedicated to the self-study, and hence, with the combination of classes and self-study, you will clear this UPSC prelims exam. That's for sure. This is our star faculty, guys, as you can see, and these are the free classes that we will be providing you on the GradeUp app. So if you have not installed it, so please go and install it. This is GradeUp. Prep smart, score better, practice topic wise quizzes, and keep attending live classes. This is me, Rohan Tyagi, signing off. I will meet you soon. Bye guys, take care, and my dear friends, never give up and never back down, and God bless all.